Can't see anything. Let's try to get closer. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, it's gonna be epic, lethal live tonight because we're gonna do YouTube and we're gonna do Instagram at the same time. So for those of you who are not familiar, and unfortunately, I can't see the chat on. I can't see chat on YouTube. Makes me wonder. Actually, if I had another device. Actually, hold on. I'll be right back. Hey, honey, where's your iPad? Okay. So we're going to deal with YouTube chat here in just a minute. I'm going to get another device that shows me comments because unfortunately the YouTube app doesn't show me comments. So, but Lethal Live tonight, we're live. We're here. We're on Instagram and we're on Instagram and Instagram. We're on Instagram and YouTube. For those of you guys who don't know, Lethal_Camaro on Instagram, or you're here on YouTube. Lethal or Lethal Hammer is the channel name currently, because I totally screwed up and went to type in the name and accidentally hit enter before I filled it all in, and it just saved it as Lethal, and Google only allows you to change the name every so often, so I kind of screwed myself. So, but on tonight's Lethal Live, I do want to highlight, or kind of want to thematic these. So this is the first time I'm doing it in this format, so apologies if I'm just all over the place. But I want to highlight some of the new mods and things coming to the car, installs that I'll be doing, review guides, stuff like that, that are in progress now, and I want to talk about it. And actually, I forgot a product. I'm going to grab it real quick. And just want to provide information and details on what's to come, why I'm doing things the way I'm doing it, etc. So for all of you guys who know, I do have a 2016 Camaro 2SS. The car is a little over a year old now, doing all sorts of mods to it. It's cammed, rebuilt a lot of the internal and the motor around that, did full exhaust, full stainless works headers. I've lowered the car with Eibach. I have my MMR wheels. I have Toyo R888s. I stuffed 315s in the rear. Obviously, I have the ACS composite deck lid spoiler, the ZL1 wicker bill, the GM body kit. I've done a lot to the car. So, but there's all sorts of things that I still want to do. There's things such as taking care of the car, cleaning the car. My long journey in always finding a good product for you guys or for myself to use, and then for me to share it with you guys. So it's not me to tell you guys what to go buy, but my goal is to hopefully bring you guys products to the forefront that work and do what they say they're going to do, versus actually doing products that are just terrible, and I will tell you they're terrible. So hopefully you guys could save your money. But I do have some products here that I'm going to be installing on the car, and I just wanted to talk through them a little bit and why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. Again, I've never done this format, so I'm hoping you guys enjoy this. If not, you can slap me in the face or send me messages and tell me I'm crazy. But again, the goal here is to show you what I'm planning on putting on the car, talk through why I'm going to put it through the car, and then hopefully if you guys are on YouTube or on Instagram, you'll see the progress of it happening, or actually watch the video of it happening and hear the results of what I think about it. So in this instance, I will start with, I don't even know what I'm going to start with. Let's go to Instagram. Instagram, you tell me what I should start with. Should I start with cleaning products or physical products that will actually change the look or the appearance of my car? And here I'm going to grab my phone. Let's see here. This is an awkward view. Watch it on both lights. Here, I'll change the view for this. Here, people are asking for regular products here. I'll change the Instagram view. Here, I could actually, because it's a little low. How can I do this? I have an idea. I have an idea. You can tell I was very very ill prepared here. Let's see if this fixes the angle a little bit on YouTube. There we go. That's a little bit better, I think. So, product. So some of you guys may know, have seen, I am going to be installing the Oracle side markers. As most of you guys know, the current car does have just the tint blackout kit on the stock setup. But with that being said, the Oracle LED lights, the reason why I went with these, and I'll pull one out and actually reveal it. So the reason why I went with the Oracle lights over the stock lights is the stock lights has a single crappy bulb right in the center. So at night when you're driving around, you can't really tell the red and orange, like it just is one big bright light that's either orange or red, and with the tint you can't really tell the color. So these, the LED lights actually go up and down the whole side of it, so I really like the way that that looks, and I'm hoping it makes the car look a little bit better at night. But I think it will just look cleaner, having just a more aesthetic appeal. You can see the inset, it's all uniform, it just looks really clean. So I'll be installing these on the car front and back. The install on these is not too difficult. You do have to remove the inner liners on these to be able to install them properly, but it does take a little work. You have to, for my rear, since I put such big tires back there, I actually have to remove the wheels to get back to where I need to go. I believe it's 2 or 3 screws under each wheel well, and it's literally a screw or clips that hold it in place, and you pop them out and plug the new ones right in. So they're not too difficult. I think it's a decent mod. I want to say these are a couple $100. They're not cheap, so if you want the cheap option, you can also obviously get the blackout kit. That's what I have currently, but I was just getting really bothered by the standard lights, so I'm going to change that up with these ones. So that's the Oracle lights. I'm going to put these to the side. So the other side of it, the next upgrades that I have is the Camaro 2016 stainless steel brake lines. Now, a lot of people may wonder, why would you go stainless steel brake lines with your car? There's a lot of reasons to do these. So for those of you who don't know, the stock car comes with the basically rubber lines. And so when you're stopping, or if you like slam on your brakes or really hit your brakes, if you guys are planning on going to the track or anything like that, when you hit the brakes, you're putting a lot of force that then forces the fluid into the brakes that actually causes your calipers to clamp on your pads and stop, right? But when you do that, you create a pulse. And so think of that rubber, when you smash on your brakes, you create a flex in that rubber tubing, and you don't get that quick automatic just instant stopping power. Like, you're talking milliseconds here, but when you're talking, you need to slow down coming into a corner, or you just need that brake action right away, it makes a big difference. So these stainless steel brake lines stop that flex from happening, so when you hit your brakes, you instantly get the braking power, and therefore you're stopping faster. Now, there's a couple scary things. Well, it shouldn't be scary, but for those people out there who've never changed brake lines before, brakes are scary in a sense to where if you get air bubbles in the line, you can actually stop your stopping power. So like, you can actually hit your brake. If you have a lot of air in your lines, you can hit your brakes and like have no stop. So when you install these, you have to be really quick about it. You need to do it very precisely. I'm going to be doing a video around it. Fast Tech Performance did send this to me to install in my car. I actually had to ask them about them many times because they told me they were in the process of making them. But mainly to do an install video for all you guys to show you how easy it is. But, you know, there are things that you have to consider when you're installing these, you know, that can be potential issues. So if you're just doing everyday driving in your Camaro and you're never going to do like autocross, competitive track and stuff like that, these may not be for you. A lot of people will be like, oh, I got them for the design. Like, you're really not going to see the lines. I mean, even with my rims, you can see right through to the calipers and everything. You're just not going to see them. So, but if you want better brake action, these will be really good. And they can stand up to higher heat. So, next up... Next up are rock guards. So a lot of people have been asking me if I was planning on installing rock guards on my car. As some of you guys may know, I do have 3 15, 30, 20s in the rear. So I have a really fat tire here. Actually, I'll show you guys. Let's do a little multicam action. So my wheels in the rear, I do have the Toyo Tires R888s. These are 315/30/20s. And these tires barely fit in the rear well. But as you can see, there's a lot of meat in the back. And they line up with the top of the wheel well, but on the lower part of the wheel well, they do stick out a little bit. So with that being said, it throws up a lot of dirt towards the back of the car. But also just want to make sure I'm not throwing rocks on the cars behind me, because I actually do care about other people's cars. So rock guards are, I think, something that are very important for people to consider, especially if you're going with such a wide wheel and tire. But in this instance, also on the front of my car, I do have the 285/35/20. So they do stick out. Actually, they tuck in better than the stock 1LE, but they will stick out a little bit further than the stock SS tires. So I also wanted to make sure to put a rock guard so I'm not throwing rocks up alongside the side of my car and chipping my paint there. Actually, most of it hits on that back corner panel. So, so that being said, these are actually the rock guards sold by ZL1 Add-ons. They do offer a couple different kinds. They do have a higher end version of these coming out for the 6th gen Camaro. They're just waiting for them to come in. But that being said, you know, these aren't the only product out there. Fast Tech Performance has a new set coming out. There's the GM rock guards that are offered stock on these cars, but because I have the GM body kit, I can't use the stock offering that they have right now. So, but these install into the standard bolt holes that your fender liner installs with, and then also some double-sided sticky tape in the longer, wider areas. They're pretty easy install, but my entire purpose is, one, stop the rocks from hitting my quarter panel on the rear side, but two, also to stop the rocks and dirt from flying up on the back side. So a lot of people ask me, hey, Lethal, are you gonna put the, I don't know how many of you guys out there have seen this, but C7 Corvette has the wheel liner that sticks out a little bit further. That could be an option. A lot of people don't like the way it looks. Some people do. Depends what you like, what you don't like. But I'm gonna go with these for now. I don't think I would go with the Corvette style setup. I'm not sure I'm a fan of it. So, yeah. So there you go, rock guards. So now car cleaning. All of you guys know I'm a big fan of Adams. I've used tons of Adams products, and man, it is like super hot in my garage. I was running the car here a little bit earlier, and I made it really warm in here. That was a bad idea for me talking in front of camera live, because I get really nervous and I start perspirating. So, but that being said, I do use a lot of Adams products. I do like most of Adams products that they make. I do think some of their products aren't nearly as good as they should be, but I do think they make some products that are really good, like their detail spray. I really like their Patriot and Americana wax. I do like their, why am I blanking out? I like their glass cleaner. I love their tire shine. Their tire shine is, to me, one of the better products out there, and it smells really good. But outside of that, you know, there's a few products that I am doing a review on. P&S Sales, they're a professional detail product. Now, most of you guys have probably never heard of these guys because they mostly make products for actual like industrial or more commercial style cleaning. So like the guys who actually do detailing on cars versus having a consumer storefront, or like Adams or Chemical Guys or Jack's Wax. So they're starting to actually make more consumer-based products now. And with that being said, they have a lot of different products that are available, and it's usually, like from what I've noticed, they're a lot cheaper. So like their brake buster is like $7.20 for a bottle. Now, if you order directly from their site, the shipping is pretty expensive if you were just to buy one bottle. I would highly recommend buying quite a few products if you're interested in them. But I already did a review on the brake buster. For those of you on YouTube, you guys can check it out. It works just as well as the Adams product, and I get more comments about how shiny my wheels are with this product. It's literally, I follow my same method, spray it on a dry wheel, let it sit for a couple minutes, pressure wash it off, and air blow my wheels, and they look amazing. Another product that I'm in the middle of a review on, so you won't find anything about this on YouTube currently, but it's their bead maker product. So This is a silica-based product. It's a paint protectant. It's something that you would use in place of a sealant if you don't want to go spend like the $800 for those really good ceramic sealants. You spray it on your car, let it sit for 8 to 10 seconds, and then once it's sitting, you then just wipe it down. And then you let it sit for an hour before you can really do anything. If you really want to let it set up, you let it sit overnight, and it creates a nice protected seal on your car that also retracts water and whatnot. If you guys have watched my Instagram channel at all, I've done a few videos like when it was raining out where I took my wife's Suburban hood, I sprayed half of it down, and then I took my leaf blower and literally just blew air across the water. And on the side that this was on, the water just sheeted off quickly. And then on the side where it wasn't, it just kind of like smeared everywhere. It just was not pretty. So I'm doing a full test on this. It's currently on the car. I'm planning on doing a couple car washes with it just to see how it holds up and longevity on it, because I really want to put it to the test. So currently my current maintenance method, and a lot of people really say how my car shines a lot, I use a lot of different Adams products to do that. Not only am I stripping the car down, I'm waxing it, then I'm basically polishing it, then I'm waxing it, then I'm putting either a detail spray or a gloss guard on it, and it's just a lot more product. In this case, I would just strip down the car, clay it, polish it, which is normal. I'd put this on, and then if I want, I would then go in to put their wax, which is their Velocity Glaze. So this is something you can put on by hand or by machine. If you guys have followed me on Instagram at all, I actually did this application live on Instagram, and I'm sorry for all you guys who had to watch me do that live. But this is a product that not only makes the bead maker shine a little bit more, but this gives you your UV protection, wax style on your car, and it's supposed to last a couple months. So, and that's all depending on how you treat your car. If your car's garage kept like mine, it will last obviously that long. If you're driving thousands of miles every week, it's not going to last nearly as long. So the only other product that they have that I'm testing currently is their interior detailer. I keep the inside of my car really clean. So I'm actually going to use this on my wife's Suburban because my kids destroy it. So look for a full review on basically all three of these products to come in the near future. Again, I'm not trying to sell you on these products. I encourage you not to buy them until I actually get my reviews done. But again, it's more me trying out products, finding out if they do what they say they're going to do. If they do what they say they're going to do, I'm happy to say that and use the product. If they suck, I'm going to tell you they suck, and I'm going to tell you not to use the product. So that's the premise of my channel. Be open and honest, and hopefully open the avenue to other products that do really good work or not, and tell you to avoid it. So either or. So that's all the content coming for the channel. Well, I mean, there's a lot more, but that's it that I'm reviewing tonight. But as far as my car goes, a lot of people are always asking me, Lethal, what are you doing to your car next? What's the next upgrade? So phase one of my car's done. So I did the headers, I did the cam, we replaced obviously the lifters, the rockers, the springs. We did double titanium springs on there. We did E85. Obviously I had my cold air intake, have my VMAX ported throttle body, and full exhaust out the back. It still retains the MPP. I did put the Z01 suspension on the car because it's the only suspension currently on the market that is rated for the power and what I'll be doing with this car. Again, my car is more of a casual drive around, have a good time. It is my daily driver, but I do want to be able to go to the track and have a good time. So a lot of the things that I'm doing to my car, one, speak to the sound and style that I want my car, but also I want it to just be able to lay down and have really fun on the track. So a lot of my mods and upgrades are based on that premise. So phase two is going to be the Pro Charger. So not only am I going to put a Pro Charger on the car, it will be the P1 system. I will also be going to the next level. It will be all the stage 2 components for the Pro Charger. I'm going to be getting a new converter for the cars to hopefully smooth out the idle, because right now with the stock converter and the cam, the idle is all over the place. The timing is just going crazy and the car just shakes. And it's not bad. The car has a cam. It's how a cam car reacts and feels, but I think with a better converter, we can smooth out that idle a little bit better. It'll just be better all the way, and I'll be able to get out of the hole that much faster with a better converter as well. But that being said, I won't be able to keep my E85 with the Pro Charger now because no one makes a good trusted fuel system right now. So the stock fuel system on the E85, you'll get to 550, 600 horsepower. Anything higher than that, you need to replace your injectors and fuel pump. But in my case, I'm going to go the full 9 yards. I'm going to replace the whole fuel system on the car in hopes to go back to E85 and see, instead of the 25, 26 horsepower increase as it is right now with a forced injection or with the ProCharger and the tune and a full fuel system, that increase from 24 will be like 100 horsepower. So that will help get the horsepower up to the tires. But the other thing is that brings in a lot of other things I have to consider, such as the drive shaft or the axles and all that stuff. So those are things also that I'm gonna have to look at down the road. Actually, probably more sooner than later. So I'll probably end up doing a lot of that stuff before the fuel system and before I go back to E85. But E85 will have to come off the car when the ProCharger goes on, because the stock fuel system won't be able to keep up with the demands that the car will be setting forth. So just keep that in mind. Outside of that, I mean, besides the ProCharger, besides the fuel system, the converter, the axles, the drive shaft, I mean, that's all stuff I have to keep in mind and things that are coming to the car. Again, I already have the tires, I already have the suspension. Probably going to do a little bit more to the suspension just to make sure it's dialed in. But outside of that, it's running like a dream right now. The grip is unreal with the power it has right now. So on the Cunningham Motorsports Mustang dyno, it's 467 to the wheels. On the DynoJet dyno I went to, it was 515. But with that power right now, the R-Triple-H just hook up. The car just goes, and it feels so much different than the stock cars. So I'm really happy with the build so far. I'm looking forward to kind of going to the next steps and beyond. So either or, for YouTube in general, I think that is this video for tonight. Thanks for joining me here on YouTube. If you guys have any questions, continue posting below. I do respond to them. But if you want to continue the live stream and hang out and answer or ask questions live, jump over to my Instagram channel. It is lethal_Camaro. And I'm there all the time answering as many questions. Again, that's why this channel is here. My goal is to bring reviews, bring you along my journey of my build, and answer as many questions as I can. I am not a professional by any means. I don't know everything, but I will definitely work to get the right answers or help you the best I can. And if I don't know, I will pass you on to someone who does. So thanks for joining me here on YouTube. Hope to see you jump over to Instagram. Again, lethal_Camaro. Check out the channel. But until next time, guys, I'll see you on the road.